Welcome to Wake Up Happy Sis, the show that jumpstarts your day with a bang. We're strolling down these self-care streets as we navigate the maze of wellness and healing. We're helping you live happy, healed, and whole. And we do it all with a hearty dose of belly laughs for good measure. Stay tuned and get ready to wake up happy, sis. All right, everybody. I want to say welcome to another fabulous episode of the Wake Up Happy Sis show. I am your host with the most, Leanne Dulce, your Chief Self-Love Officer over here at Wake Up Happy Sis, and we're broadcasting live on KCCR Cityscape Radio, where we're changing the narrative for our Black and Brown people because we're telling our stories our way. Today's episode, you guys, is nothing short of a revelation. Okay. We're talking about how to be rich in health and wealthy in self love. Yes. We're talking about mastering the art of harmonious living. I just want to give a shout out to my people on Instagram. Hey, y'all. Hope y'all are doing wonderful today. And shout out to y'all over here on TikTok. So if y'all see me looking to the side, I'm talking to my TikTok fam over there. So imagine a life where your health is your wealth and self love is your richest asset. Today, we're diving deep into the art of living harmoniously, mind, body, and spirit. We're exploring a symphony of self love, the power of nourishing your body and your soul, the magic behind emotional wealth, and the bliss of holistic health. Okay. Now, here at Wake Up Happy Sis, we're here to inspire you, to uplift you, and to empower you to embrace your full life and your full potential. So, join us as we navigate the path to a life that's not just lived, but it is unapologetically celebrated in every aspect. So, you know what it is. Every time, grab your favorite cup of joy, whatever that is for you, and let's make today a journey of discovery and transformation. So let's get started. Hopefully, my co host Sharonda, she's going to be here in a little while. But until then, I'm just going to talk to you. We're going to have a nice little conversation. And if you want to join the conversation at any time, you can head on over to wuhs.in/join the live. And then you can come live on the Wake Up Happy Sis show. It is video, so, make sure you're looking right over there. And you can chime in on our topics every Monday and Thursday because we're live, baby. This is not a recording, live, not Memorex. Now, I might be dating myself by saying that, but that's okay. So, the first part I want to talk about is self love because when I say your health is your wealth, I mean it. Money is wonderful, but money is not the true measure of your wealth. When you think about what would you rather have, another day to live your life, or you can have $10 million, but you die the end of today. Most people are going to say, oh, I don't want that $10 million. That lets you know that your life is worth way more. There she is. Your life is worth way more than money. So when I say your health is your wealth, you owe it to yourself to make sure that you are getting the most out of this life, that you're squeezing every ounce of happiness, joy, and fulfillment that you can. Hey, Rainy Love, nice to see you. Welcome to the Wake Up Happy Sis show. How you doing over there, Sharonda?
Girl, trying to get it together. We are in the beautiful Tuskegee. Stand with family. This is where it all met. We met and just having a good old time. And how you doing there, lady?
I am doing so much better. These last 2 weeks have been rough for me, with my friend being
Mm,
unalived um,
yeah.
the beginning of the month. His funeral was Saturday.
Oh wow,
So
girl.
um, this weekend, these past 2 weeks, has been a lot on my spirit, a lot on my soul, a lot on his family. Um,
Mm,
and but today I woke up happy. Sunday I woke up happy. Today I
good.
woke up happy. I haven't done that in the past 2 weeks.
Mm,
But that's why this show is so important because I'm real, raw, and honest. We keep it real, raw, and honest over here. Every day ain't a good day for us.
but we make
Life
it do
is
what
going,
it do though.
you already know life gonna life the hell out of you sometimes, but it doesn't mean that we can't make it a great day.
Hmm.
It may not start out as a good day, but baby, it's gonna be a great day for me regardless because that's what I choose.
Hmm.
And that's what we have to choose in this life. We have to choose a great day. So, we're talking about self love today here and about embracing self love as the core of wellness and how your health is your wealth. So, we got to put more of an emphasis on our wellness. A lot of times, we're so focused on our children being happy, our spouses being happy, making sure everybody else in our life is happy at our own expense. Sometimes we're not happy. It's not going well for us because we keep putting into everyone else, but we're not putting the same into us. So I want to break it down for you today. Self love is that unshakable belief in your own worth. It's when you can look in the mirror and you can unapologetically say, I am enough. Even on those days when society is trying to tell you otherwise. Okay. We're gonna see what's going on, Sharonda. Okay. You want to compute tray or something? I see you.
I'm sorry about that, having some technical difficulties.
No,
But
look, technology gonna do its thing. I'm just telling the people here about what self love really is.
hmm.
You know, I was just saying it's when they look in the mirror and you can say I'm enough, even on the days when society is trying to break you down and tell you
Mm,
that you are anything but. It's having the courage to set boundaries. It's pursuing your dreams. It's standing tall in your truth. What they say? What did Ti son say? Standing on business.
mm, hmm. And
I
had
don't know if
no
that was
idea
shooting
what
his
that
truth.
meant.
I don't know. I don't know either. But I
Mm,
think it's like when we say you being 10 toes down.
mm,
When you being 10 toes down on it.
okay.
But it's about having self-respect.
Yes,
You know, it's not just self-love is more than just self-care. It's more
absolutely.
than just saying, you know what, I'm gonna because I love me, I'm gonna go to the spa, I'm gonna go. No, it is so much more than that.
It definitely runs deeper than that.
Yes. To me, it's having a deep appreciation for myself
Hmm.
that's growing from the actions that I take in my life, regardless of the things that I have been through. It's
Hmm.
about supporting my physical, my psychological, my emotional, my spiritual. There's 8 dimensions of wellness and self care. It's about supporting all of that for my good, just for my good, not so I can be a better mama, not so I can be a better wife, so I can be a better Leanne every day for me. Everybody
Hmm.
else is going to benefit because I know somebody out there is like, oh my God, that is so selfish. How's she just gonna? It is not.
Hmm.
Loving yourself and caring for yourself to wholeness and to wellness is the greatest gift you can give anybody else in this world. Because if
Absolutely.
I'm the foundation, if I'm the rock and I'm not well because I'm giving everything that's in my cup to everybody else until I have nothing, I'm not even really giving my best.
mm,
At that point, I'm giving my worst because I've given you everything and I've saved nothing for me.
mm.
Self love is saying, I am going to give out of my overflow, out of my abundance,
Absolutely.
because my cup stays full and it stays running over. So there's always enough of me to give to you because I gave to me first. And I want you guys to really think about that. Think about, how are you loving yourself? How are you treating yourself? And how are you regarding yourself on a daily basis?
Mm.
Everybody says it's
So
selfish. Go ahead.
I can really truly appreciate today's topic because everything is in a circular motion or flow, but
Yeah.
choosing myself, to conclude my career a lot sooner than my minimum retirement age was something that needed to be done because I love me enough to want to see
Yes.
tomorrow instead of medical crisis happening that could have been way worse, and dying on the job. That nah, no. So when the writing is on the wall and you have a scare should be more than enough motivation for you to make some life changing decisions.
Yes. And that's the difference, right? It's choosing you, even when you're scared to do so, realizing that your life is worth more than what others try to show you that it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Hmm.
people will try to, baby, they will try to break us the hell down.
Ma'am,
But can we
they
let them? No.
nope.
We cannot continue to let people define who we are, how we're going to live, who we see ourselves as, who we want to show up in this world as, how we love ourselves. Look, you can tell me I'm selfish all you want. I really don't give a good damn.
I will be that, but I'm here and alive to tell about it. So,
I'll be that. Like, seriously, because I
hmm,
know what the Most High put me here to do.
right.
I know He put me here as a servant leader, as somebody to help. But how can I help somebody else if I can't first help myself? Come on now.
Hmm,
Make it make sense for
absolutely.
me, somebody,
Hmm.
right? Make it make sense. And for those in the back, you cannot tell somebody how to love themselves.
Mm-mm.
You can't even, you can show somebody how to love themselves by how you love yourself. But I want us to really get out. I'm trying to share this broadcast out so we can get more people here. Is, let me do me. Let me do me. Let me be me. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not hurting anybody. Loving me allows me to love someone else,
Yes,
right? It allows me to love somebody else. And you can show me how to love me by how you love yourself, being an example for me. But please don't try to tear me down when I do love on myself, because
mm,
it goes against what you're used to getting from me. People feel real entitled to you, and they're only going to do what you allow them to do. So when you've gone from being the people pleaser, the foundation, the rock, I do everything for everybody else, and I give to me last, if I even give to me at all,
mm.
when you make that shift up here first, that says,
Yeah,
you know what, I'm doing everybody a disservice, I'm doing Leanne a disservice, and you say I'm going to love me first, and you start to move differently, oh baby, that's going to be the hardest thing, because when you move differently, they're all going to start moving, well, not everybody, but they're going to start moving differently too.
absolutely. Change begins with you.
Yes. Now, I also want to say that our self love is so essential and vital for our mental health and our overall well being. So I got an action for you that I want everybody to take.
Mhm.
And I want you to head on over to um, the Wake Up Happy Sis on Instagram, on Facebook, Wake Up Happy Sis on TikTok, and share your letters with me. I want you to write a love letter to yourself. I want you to pour so much love, light, and happiness and gratitude into that letter. I want you to be able to find those beautiful things about yourself and share them with yourself. And then I want you to have enough courage to go online and share that letter on your social media. Read it, screenshot it, make a video out of it.
Mm.
But when you do that, talk to that little girl or that little boy right here who has been hurt, who is still scared, who is not over the trauma that he or she has been through. You're writing that letter to him or her. You're letting them know that you're sorry for all the things that they've been through and that the trauma that was dumped and left on them was not their fault, that they are beautiful, that they are worthy, that they are strong, and that even in their vulnerability and in their weakness, they will be okay. That's where we start to heal ourselves.
Mm.
That's where we start that journey. Even if you don't feel it 100%, just try, write what you can. You might find out you got a couple of issues that you need to work through on a journey to loving yourself.
Mm.
I see your brain over there. I see your brain over there working. Sharonda.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yes, because that's a great um assignment to just take the time, block out just a, start off with a like 5 to 10 minutes, like put yourself on the clock and just
Yes,
sit and write about the things that make you you that nobody else can do. Or,
that's it.
I and just like how you used to write those doggone letters to your crush and it
Mhm.
just get all mushy and stuff.
Yes,
Do that for yourself. Do that for yourself and just like really and truly, dedicate the time to yourself to show yourself how awesome you are because nobody knows how amazing you are than the people that's in your circle in the
that's it.
world. Yeah, so and publish that letter, that love letter to yourself. Fall in love
You have to.
with yourself.
Oh my gosh, can I just say something? There's
Yeah.
this guy that I follow on TikTok. His
Mm-hmm.
name is Black Leo.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's in my live right now, girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Hey boo. I love him. He's just so mm, he's just a sexy piece of man. Just I just had to put that out there. That's my joy to myself for the morning. Amen. And thank you. Um, According to Dr. Kristen Neff, she's a pioneer in self compassion research. Self love includes self kindness. Self kindness. Let me say it again for those in the back. Self kindness, a sense of common humanity and mindfulness. How often do we are we so hard on ourselves for the mistakes that we've
Mm,
made? We give everybody a pass, but we will never give ourselves grace, right?
mm.
So when you're writing that letter, I love how Sharonda said, when you write your crush, baby, be your crush. That's a sure,
How
baby, I
about that? I
am my
like it.
own crush. That's it. Baby, I am my own crush. I need you to be your own crush. I need you to write that letter to yourself. Get all mushy. Tell you how much you love you. Tell you that you are beautiful, that you are sensuous, that you are whatever it is you want and need to be. That's what we have to do for ourselves. That's what self
Mm-hmm.
love gives you. And when
Man.
you love yourself, you start to make choices that uplift you. You make
Mm-hmm.
choices that are in your best interest for your health, which is your wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. When you're choosing a partner, you're choosing a job, choosing a church to go to, hell, choosing what you want to eat. How much do you value yourself, and how much are your decisions mirroring that value that you're placing on yourself? Self
I
love
want.
is that little inner voice that says, girl, sis, boo, whatever you call yourself, you
Mm-hmm.
deserve the best. So let's go get it.
Boy, 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 boy. This can be truly eye-opening. And if you need a little tiny bit of help, talk to the person that's closest to you to
Yeah.
get them to reveal the best parts about you that they love, and you just jump off of the jumping board into yourself and keep it going. like
Yes.
like I really love how witty you are, and just like, oh yeah, I am kind of funny, or oh yeah, I do have those famous one liners. I am really really quick with it and stuff.
Yes. You
and
have
and
to.
then
I love that.
yep.
I love that. Ask the people that you trust the most in your life
hmm
what they love about you. I have what's called a You Go Girl file jar. Sometimes it's a jar, sometimes it's a file that
hmm
I started when I was working in corporate America
hmm
in my 30s, maybe early 30s. And what I would do is anytime somebody said something nice, wonderful, complimentary about me, I would write it down. I'm putting it in that file, in that jar, in that whatever.
hmm
Because at times like this, that's when that will help you. When you doubt how great you are, other people will show up to show you.
hmm
They will show up for you. You just have to ask. And trust me, we face some real barriers when it comes to self-love. Societal expectations, stereotypes that we have to break every day, and the
mm
little voices of self-doubt in our head. And that
mm.
comes from trauma that we've been left with. It is a battle sometimes, but I need you to know, to realize, to listen to me when I say that your worth is not defined by any of those barriers. You are worthy simply because you are.
Absolutely, full sentence.
Exclamation mark at the end. Okay? You are worthy simply because you are.
Because you hear way too much of the opposite. Be the having that same energy to do the opposite or say the opposite to yourself, like, yeah, they said I was stupid, or that I wasn't that smart
Yes.
and stuff. Turn it around. It's like, wait a minute, they don't know all of what you know. They
Y'all,
hired you to fix a problem that they have. Hello.
yeah, like y'all don't even know me for real.
Exactly.
How how does that work? You don't
Mm,
even know me. I'm gonna need you to go somewhere and have several of those seats several
absolutely.
of them. Because
hmm
when we love on ourselves and when we know our worth, there is nothing that anyone else can ever say to you. Okay? Nothing that they can say that can break you down, that can hurt you, that can really harm you anymore. That journey to healing self love is an important and critical piece of it.
hmm
And like I said, healing is a journey. I say this all the time. Healing is a journey, not a destination,
Absolutely.
because we have to learn the tools so that when somebody tries to trigger us back into that old way of being, we may fall back, we may step back and falter for a second, but we don't let it consume us. We don't get lost in it. We don't get drowned in it. We don't get overwhelmed by it. We can jug and zigzag around it, bob and
Hmm.
weave our way around it. But we heading into that storm. We're going to face it head on. And we love ourselves enough to say, mm, devil,
Not today.
not today. What it things is makes me think of that song "No Pain, No Gain," where she
Mm.
says, "Devil, you ain't got nothing here." That's what that step up's gonna bring you on that healing journey, baby.
Hmm.
And your health is your wealth. Your self love
Absolutely.
is a part of that. So we're gonna pause for the cause real quick. Give a little word to our wonderful um, platform here. So you are tuned in to the Wake Up Happy Sis show on KCCR Cityscape Radio, where we're changing the narrative for our people because we are unapologetically telling our story our way. I'm your host, Leanne Dose, with my co host, Sharonda Seeley. We are here to motivate, to inspire, to uplift, and to help you wake up happy, sis. I'm getting better at that little. I'm getting better at that little thing.
Hmm.
But let's go ahead and get y'all a little commercial real quick. Hey, sis. Ever feel like you're on the verge of a meltdown? Are you overwhelmed from juggling your job, your family, and trying to fit in me time, but seriously dropping the ball on that last one? Guess what? You're not alone. Introducing the Burnout Recovery Kit. It's your 14-day lifeline to go from burnt out to lit up. Get ready to reclaim your joy, energy, and that I got this attitude. Grab your free ebook, a purpose-driven workbook, daily email prompts as well as SMS boosters and Q&A sessions. It's like a spa day for your soul, and guess what? It's totally free. Don't waste another minute feeling drained. Go to officialburnoutrecoverykit.com right now and kickstart your transformation. The Burnout Recovery Kit, because you deserve to be at the top of your own to-do list. Don't just cope, thrive, sis. Yes, yes, yes. Thrive, sis. That's what, baby, I love that. So I want to transition uh, because we've talked self love, but I want to make sure that we are talking about other aspects of our health and wellness too, nourishing our body and our soul. And I want to talk first about a little bit about the role of nutrition and physical activity in cultivating a rich, fulfilling life, right? Because as a people, as Black people, as melanated people, we have to do better and focus on our health, right? It doesn't mean that everybody's supposed to be a size 2, a size 6. It means let's do the things that we need to do to be healthier. Let's move our bodies a little bit more. Let's eat healthier. It's not saying because I love me some gravy, I love me some rice, some meats. I I love me a little fried chicken every now and again, right? But I'm
Hmm.
actually a big girl. Actually a big girl. I've been big my whole life. But it doesn't mean that I don't always strive to be better. Now, I love me some me. Every roll, dimple, and everything. Everybody who knows me know that I do. I will shed these clothes in a minute. If I could be naked all the time, I would. And if you don't like it, you could look the other way. Because I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna get petty. I ain't gonna be petty. No.
Are you
But
sure?
yeah, yep. Because today the Lord said, "Not today, Lee. Not today." He told me. He just told me that because I was about to say something, and he said, "No, you won't. Not today. You would not." Sometimes, sometimes your father call you back, snatch you up a little quick, little bit, and be like, beep, beep. Nope, no, we're not doing that. So, if you have a question, if you have a comment, please go ahead, put it in the comments. I am more than happy to share your question, your comment. We can discuss it on the show. So, Sharonda, I know you've been on a journey like I have of wellness and health and weight loss and all the good things. So, how did you change your diet, change your way and your relationship with food and with yourself to really kickstart your journey?
Um, Eating by consuming more fruits and vegetables, putting them in a smoothie. Instead of sitting here grazing all day, I'll put anything in my Vitamix and just drink it because I got other stuff to do and stuff. But if that's a
Facts.
way that I can add more fruits and vegetables, I'll drink a couple of smoothies a day. 16 ounces and try really hard to drink a quart of water first thing when I get up and at lunchtime, and I might be able to get one, sneak one in early afternoon
I love
to
that.
uh to get more water and fruits and vegetables in my world when I can't really if I'm like away from home and I'm off my schedule and stuff.
Yeah.
I got these I got something to show you. Um some some smoothies of when we're on the go. They We found this company that does these packets. It's
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I forget what starts with a K. I gotta get that packet the company for you. But in these one packet drink mixes, they have 5 servings of five spinach leaves, 4 kale leaves, a half a kiwi, a slice of pineapple, half a apple, 1/3 banana, a half a gram of ginger, all organic, all fiber,
Okay.
nothing else.
Okay.
So these
BlendJet has
different.
something like that. BlendJet, that's what I bought is a little BlendJet, a little it's a tower that I can take with me. And
Hmm.
BlendJet has things like that too. So I love that because there you
And
go.
your little personal blender, and you
Yep.
can, take it with you
The
on the
go.
go.
On the
Hmm.
go, baby.
Yep.
Yes. And for me, it's more about figuring out how I can make healthier choices without giving
Hmm.
up the food that I love, without giving up my
Right.
favorite dishes, right? And so if you're like me, you love food. I love food. I am a foodie. I call myself Fat Girl Foodie for a reason because I love food. Not just, oh, I'm happy, I'm sad, I want to eat. I love food. I love to try new things outside of shellfish. No, not gonna do it. But
All right, all right, all right. Those are fighting words, ma'am. Shellfish. Get you some crab in your life. No, it's okay. I'll have your
disgusting.
portion.
Yeah, you, my daughter, anybody else. And I try shrimp and stuff every like 5 or 6 years just to make sure I still hate it. And I do every time. That's how I know I hate it because like I said, I love food. So I keep trying. I keep trying. And I'm like, no, it's not me. But you could start by tweaking your recipes. You can
Hmm.
simply start using healthier oils, go for whole grains, add more fresh vegetables into the mix of what you're doing.
Hmm.
It's, start using fresh herbs when you cook. Those can make a big difference. And experimenting with different herbs. Like, baby, I'll go to the farmer's market and they'll have the ground up rosemary.
Hmm.
I will put rosemary and some eggs and some everything, things that people probably don't even think it go in. I will slap some rosemary up in there in a minute. Okay. Turmeric, right? Just different things that I like. So it's about making these small changes. It's about um, savoring the flavors. And sometimes it's about portion control.
Hmm.
Crystal Taylor, who um, who is a exercise, a fitness coach. She's a nutritionist, I believe, as well. She's always talking about it's not necessarily always about giving up a lot of the things. You can have it, you just can't have it every day, all day.
Hmm.
You can have that
Moderation.
one, you can have that one meal, but it don't mean, you can have one slice of cake. It don't mean you having five or six and that slice is this big. You can have a small slice, right? It's
Hmm.
about moderation, portion control. It's about us putting willpower into our actions, right?
Yep.
You can meal prep. Again, Sharonda says smoothies. There's 5 million smoothie recipes out in the world. You can find the ones that work for you, right?
Hmm.
You can do, I love a good salad. A
Hmm.
good salad, but don't drown it in dressing.
Right.
Don't drown it in dressing, okay?
Like for instance, for the dressing, instead of drowning it, have a little cup nearby and dip it, and you'll eat less of it. And or if you dress the salad the right way, you might not even need any dressing. So
Yeah. And if you do, it's like nobody's saying don't use dressing, but there are sometimes other dressings that you can make that are healthier that you can
hmm
use, right? Don't drown it in ranch or whatever.
hmm
Nobody wants a soggy ass salad. That's disgusting. I need my stuff to still have some crunch to it.
right.
Okay. So do that. If you're living a more sedentary lifestyle, they have people on TikTok that I follow that does chair exercise for those that are mobility
hmm
impaired,
hmm
right? Um, or you're just starting and you may be morbidly obese, whatever. Just start, do something.
Absolutely.
Walk from your house to the mailbox every day, 2 or 3 times, if that's all you got. Until one day you can walk to the tree that's right past the mailbox.
Hmm.
Then eventually you can walk to the end of your block. And before you know it, baby, you was like, you know what, I'm about to go to the track, and you out there doing miles, baby. You walking trails. You can do it. Start small. Don't feel like you got to eat the elephant all at once.
Right.
You
One
eat them in
bite at a
bites.
time.
You eat them in bites, right? And find out what motivates you, what energizes you, because this is going to be your anchor when it gets hard.
Yep.
I used to work out with a trainer. This was my
Hmm.
first time ever working out with a trainer. We used to go to the gym, and I was so frustrated because I couldn't do hardly anything. I would cry after every session. I would cry during the session. Sometimes I would cuss him out, he wouldn't even
But
care.
you still showed up though.
But I still showed up 3 times a week. I showed up, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
eventually, like burpees, hate them, hate them, hate them. Planks, hate them. But I got to the point where I could do a 3-minute plank.
Hmm.
Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do that. It's not, I'm not saying that's a big thing, but it was big for me.
Hmm.
And I'm talking about the real plank, not like you leaning, not like solid. Okay. Surround yourself with a supportive community. Find people who are going to support you in your journey. And if you find somebody else who's trying to lose weight or be healthier in their life, become accountability partners so that you're
Hmm.
not walking the journey yourself. If you're in a married situation and your spouse goes to the gym, ask them, can they show you a couple of things that you can do? If you're not ready to go to a gym, get some hand weights and stuff and ask them to show you some things that you can do at home until you feel comfortable going to a gym.
Hmm.
Everybody's not ready for jumping into a gym. They have wall Pilates exercises. They have yoga app exercises on your phone that you can do. Don't feel like you're limited by what everybody else says you have to be doing. You're not. You 100% are not. You do not have to do all the things that they say. Pick one thing and start with one thing.
Hmm.
Don't try to start everything.
So if you if we're giving you all of these different options and we're taking away your excuses,
Mm-hmm.
one day you're just going to start running instead of giving yourself, running to an, because of an excuse, running away from things. Go
That's
forward.
it.
Just start. Just simply start with walking, and then before you know it, you're going to be adding miles. Or
That's it.
some people walk with, there's I do this thing called Fabulous 50 on YouTube. Free everything. I mean, dude, you can find anything on YouTube. You
Period.
can just, I mean, start with a 30-minute session or 10-15 minute session there. Just dial it in. Or you can get the Peloton app. That's, I don't even know if it's what, $12 a month or whatever it is. Just start. And if if you run out of excuses, just start running. I mean, come on.
That's it.
Of
We
course, I'm
have
only talking about myself. Not
right.
talking
We
about
talk
anybody
to
else's
ourselves.
life.
To ourselves. We talk to ourselves here. And if
Hmm.
somebody else feels so inclined to get that message that worked in their espirito, then that's a great thing. We trying to
Hmm.
help somebody by because we're helping ourselves. We want to
Hmm.
model what we're saying to you. We don't
Hmm.
just say this shit just to say it
Mm,
because it sounds good. We're actually trying to live it, trying to be better. Now, as somebody
mm,
who loves all the good foods, I love the gravies and the sauces. I'm talking about
mhm,
rich sauces because your girl can cook. I know I have to do better. Am I
mhm.
eating pasta every day? No, I'm not. Could I? Yes, I love pasta, but I don't, right?
Right.
We have to make small concessions. Don't
Mhm.
look at it as you are giving something up because that's a lack mentality.
Right.
Always
Like I said, just
there.
add things,
Yeah,
add more fruits and vegetables to your
yes,
world by blending them and drinking them down and stuff. Stuff you know, like squashes and um um fruits that you never would have drank or eaten before. Beets.
try it. Now,
Yeah.
beets, I hate beets, but when you mix them in other stuff, you can't even taste it and you're getting all the benefits of the vegetables. That's the main thing about making smoothies and stuff
Hmm.
is to help people consume more vegetables, especially those who don't like
Absolutely.
vegetables, right? So do what you can. Let go of the
Hmm.
excuses
Yep.
and make the change. Be the change you want to see, especially if you have children,
Hmm.
especially if you have a spouse, you have
Hmm.
aging parents you want to be there for. We have to do better for ourselves first, but also for those who love and rely on us.
Hmm.
And if that's what you need your thing to be, your foundation, your rock, your thing to cling to is your kids, your loved ones, your whatever, that can be your why. I'm not saying your why always has to be you, but I want you to be somewhere in that why. I want you to be
Hmm.
in your top five. If you can't be one, can you at least be three? Dang, I'm one on my list. So now let's switch a little bit and let's talk about our emotional health. Okay.
Okay.
Our emotional resilience, our bounce backness, bounce backableness. Is that a thing? How we come back from life's challenges. You know, Black women are the masters of resilience, unfortunately.
Hmm.
We get thrown so many curveballs, so much trauma, so much pain, so much stress out in this world, out in these streets. We are so disrespected in this world.
Mm. Don't
But
you be the one that's doing it and helping other people do it.
exactly,
Disrespectful.
exactly. But we bounce back. We shine, baby. We shine. It's what we do. That's why they think we're so strong because we've always had to find that inner strength and fortitude to say, I got this. Even when you don't think you do, when things get tough, when you really feel like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but I got this. It's about facing life head on. What do I say? when we want to get past our trauma, get through our trauma and heal, we have to go into the storm. We can't keep running away from the storm, because the storm is eventually going to catch you and overwhelm you. And you're not
So,
prepared. When you walk into the storm, you know what you're going into. You prepare yourself. So we are going to be like bison, and we're going to run into the storm. That resilience, that bounce back,
mhm.
that's what we need. We're going to face it head on. And even when we're scared, we're going to do it with courage and with a mindset of growth.
So my mom's birthday would have been January 20th.
Okay.
And it's been this is her third birthday without her. And the first two were really tumultuous for me, but this time uh I didn't cry. My husband knew it was, her birthday too, but
Yeah.
he said something so sweet. We were talking to my sister, and did something. He made me laugh, and my mother was very very bashful, and he said she turned away and covered her smile just like her mom, and it's like
Mm,
those sweet stories of somebody from the outside looking in,
yeah.
and you replace the sadness with something else that threatens to swallow you up. So I had a few moments thinking about her or looking at old pictures and stuff like that. But I realized, I was like, hey, I'm not crying. And so when you replace the sadness with something that puts a smile on your face, then you have less time to be sad. And when you're talking about them, or you're remembering them, and
Mm-hmm.
that way they're with you all the time when you're doing such, like things that, like, other people will help you remember that you have certain gestures that are just like your mom,
Yeah.
and or you remember, or you might go and eat something that was her favorite, or keeping them alive. So that emotional health thing comes with making active choices to replace the thing that that's brought you sadness. But there's really a whole lot of good
Yeah.
that my mom did. I'm just so extremely proud of. And you think of things like that. um um so you just have to actively make a choice to replace the melancholy with something more upbeat or more happy, and things of that nature, to change the tide of you know a crying, soppy, mushy mess because you miss somebody so deeply and stuff. You're here because of them. There's so many, like when we were talking about writing the love letter. How about writing about your favorite person? And because when you're changing something, instead of placing it on you, write about the one that you're missing. Like, yeah, I remember my boy used to do blah blah blah. You're talking about your deceased friend, and all of the good things that you guys did together. And
Yes.
just to you gotta move the button. If you're pushing an M and a P keeps showing up, that function doesn't work anymore, so you gotta replace it with something else.
Yes. And I love that, because it's that power of positive thinking, right? That out of out of every sadness, there can be some happiness,
Hmm.
right? And
Hmm.
people think we can't be happy and sad at the same time. Yes, I'm sad that my loved one is no longer here. I miss them like hell. But what I had to realize about, like, my friend Brandon is, he lived a life, baby. He lived about two
Hmm.
or three lives in this one life. He lived a full
He
life.
got it in.
Now, yes, he
Hmm.
still had a lot more to give, but it was his time to go. And I was blessed to have had him in my life as long as I did. And I
Hmm.
think that's how we have to look at it. We have to remember that they were a gift to us. They were on loan. Everybody in this world is on loan to us.
Mhm.
That's it. They're not ours forever.
Right.
But you have memories.
Mm-hmm.
You have those memories that are going to keep you. The funny things they used to do. I have a voicemail that Brandon left, and I sent it to one of our other friends. Now, me and this other friend, Donald Fee, we used to fight all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't, and I was like, we both were like, we owe it to him to not
Mm-hmm.
keep that going because he was always trying to mediate and stop it and all that. But I sent Fee that voicemail too
Mm-hmm.
so that he could have something to hear his friend's voice again. When I found that voicemail, it just made me laugh because it was totally him. Hot mess, comical, funny, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to find those things. You have to practice the power of positive thinking so that you can replace that sadness with those glad memories, with the happy thoughts, the funny things that you guys used to do together.
Mm-hmm.
Writing is such a cathartic process. It is so healing. So, write stories that you share with your kids about your parents, about their parent who's deceased,
Mm-hmm.
right? Share it, right? Create little memory books
Mm-hmm.
of your friends, of your loved ones. There are ways that you can commemorate their lives and celebrate their lives, not continue to mourn their death.
Right.
And I think that's what it is for me is, it's not about ignoring the problems, ignoring the pain, but it's about approaching our challenges, our pain, our sorrow with a mind that says, you know what, there is a way through it and I am going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
It's choosing to see that glass half full and knowing that every situation and circumstance and experience that we have is meant to teach us something. What is the lesson that we can take out of that and move our lives forward, right? What are the things we can take from it and move forward? And how can we build our emotional intelligence, right? How do we better understand our emotions and what we're going through? How do we have empathy for ourselves and others? How do we manage our feelings in a healthy way so that they don't consume us, right? It's all about, to me, that positive thinking stems from mindfulness, being aware of ourselves, being aware of our surroundings, aware of our emotions, aware of our triggers. Because once you're aware, once you have awareness, okay, you start to see people differently. Those passive aggressive people who you thought were your friends, who really aren't your friends,
Mm.
that every compliment seems like shade.
Hmm.
How's your little, oh, I see you still working that little job. You know, I love that for you, that dress. I wouldn't wear it, but I love it for you.
Move the button because people will try, they will try, but when they don't get the rise out of you, then they're
Yes,
like, oh well, because a clown needs an audience to be a clown. If
that's
you're
it.
not if you're not participating in the fuckery, then you just mm-mm,
When you
not
take away,
today.
yeah, you take away their shtick.
Hmm.
They don't have anything left
Right.
because you've learned what your triggers are and how to walk away from that trigger, how to not let that trigger control you. Because those who can anger and change your emotions control you.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Take the
we allow
power
to
away.
change our emotions control us. When you take that power, just like with a narcissist, when their shit doesn't work on you anymore, They're going to keep trying, they're going to keep finding. But when they realize, oh, wow, she really meant it, she's really different.
Mm.
Yes, that's when you've got that power.
Mhm.
That's when you've got that power because we have to do what's best for us. And we have to come up with our own coping mechanisms and strategies to help our emotional and mental health.
Mhm.
Taking long walks, talking with your friends, exercising, going to one of those panic rooms and doing little, some people are very mental and they want the challenge. Or going to those little destructo rooms where you
Mm.
get all your frustrations out and break stuff, but you ain't breaking your stuff that you got to replace, right?
Mhm.
Find out what works for you and what makes you happy, right? What makes you happy? And that might also mean looking at more holistic ways of healing yourself, of managing your health and wellness, right?
Mhm.
Because our mind and our body, mind, body, and soul are connected. It's our holy trinity, mind, body, and soul. And it ain't always about let me take a pill, let me do this. Sometimes you do need that. Sometimes you need medicine.
Mhm.
But sometimes we got to start with holistic ways, things that we can control so that hopefully it doesn't get to the point of needing to go to a doctor and get medicine. Sometimes you need it though. Get the help you need. See a therapist. Go to a holistic practitioner. Go to your doctor. Get your checkups. Talk to your friends. But do something for yourself. Don't stay in these negative periods. Don't stay in the downward spiral. Jump off that motherfucker. Get on the spiral that's going up, that's taking you upward and onwards, that's showing you happiness. We have to choose. We have to choose joy.
Yep.
We have to choose abundance. We have to choose love. We have to choose ourselves. It's okay to put you first. I will keep saying that to the cows come home. It is okay. It is a requirement to put you first. I want you to remember that to always. If I can't leave you with nothing else, take better
Mhm.
care of you. You are your own star player. And if you're not going to take care of you, can you expect somebody else to do it? Because ain't nobody coming to save you.
Mm.
If you're not even going to focus on you, why should I focus on you? I can't love you more than you love yourself. I shouldn't. There should be nobody who can love you more than you. They can try, but nobody should love you more than you. Do you have any final words, any thoughts on our topics that you want to lead the people with today?
I'm excited for our listeners to take the dedicated 5 to 10 minutes to write themselves a love letter or write about
Yes.
an event with one of your favorite people. You got to start somewhere. I'm excited for them to be reintroduced to themselves as their love thing.
Mm, be your own boo thing. Yes, I am too. And again, I want you to tag us on social media. Wait, if you just look up Wake Up Happy Sis, you will find us. You will find us. There's only one us. It's only one Wake Up Happy Sis. So tag us. I want you to write that love letter to yourself. Be your own boo, right? Be your own crush. Be the love of your life right now and write that letter. And write that letter about someone else that you love too, that you may have lost
Well, we can
recently.
only, yep, we can only lead by example. So I'm gonna give myself to today to put that up on the site so we can, be a good example for our
Yep.
listeners.
And I will too. Because look, like I said, we don't just talk this, we walk this walk. So we're going to put ours up first today. And we hope that you're going to join us in this self love, health, rich in health, wealthy in self love movement that we're doing today. That's going to be our hashtag, rich in health, wealthy in self love. That's going to be our hashtag. And we're going to put that up today. So it'll be up on uh, Wake Up Happy Sis social media. So make sure you head over and find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Leanne Dolce, Sharonda Sealy. We all over the place. Just make sure that you tag us so we know.
Yeah.
So, Sharonda, where can the people find you as we wrap up today? Wait, let me say my final thing, then I'll say. So, let me just give you guys this kind of last thought. Your health, your well being, your happiness, they're the most precious treasures that you possess. They truly are your wealth. I need you to cherish them, to nurture them, to protect them, and to be sure to share your journey with those around you because we're building a community of healthy, supported, and supportive sisters, a sisterhood, a tribe. We have to do this together, but it starts by focusing on ourselves first. And then we're going to go back and we're going to get somebody else and show her how to focus on hers. We can do this. Hashtag rich in health, wealthy in self love. So, Sharonda, where can the people find you?
You guys, it's the beginning of the year. I know your books need some attention. Come find me at bookkeepingforlife.com because 'tis the season.
Yes. And head on over to Facebook and look up the Wake Up Happy Sis online community. You can join the group. You can also find me at wakeuphappysis.com. Anywhere you look, like I said, you look at Wake Up Happy Sis, you're going to find us. We are here. We're here for you. If you have any questions, want to know what we're talking about, you can go to show.wakeuphappysis.com. Check out what our lineup is for this season, season 7. And we're very close to, I think, 100 episodes. I have to see if we've, I have to
Ooh,
see. Hope, so we got to celebrate when we hit that, that mark. So
absolutely.
we might have already hit it. I got to see. I got she. So I want to thank y'all for joining us today. Make sure that you tune in on Thursday because our topic Thursday is the hunt for happiness, joyful living in a busy world. Okay? We're talking about joy. We're talking about happiness. We're talking about investing in ourselves. Make sure that you invest in you and the ones that you love today. And with that, we will see you on Thursday. And we're out. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of